Yo, yo, yo. All right, so I'm going to walk you through exactly how I think you can get better every day. First things first, let's go to multiplayer. Find a match. We're going to download a private match down here at the bottom. Create private match. Wait for this to load for a sec. Game setup. Free for all. I like either Skyline or Nuketown. For the sake of this, let's do Skyline. I always do 45 minutes, that's the max. You just don't want time to run out. Here's 100. I always often do 200. Health regeneration. Fast. That should be all that. I always do that. It's like the max amount. Regular. I have my normal class. There. Or if you wanted to use only a submachine gun there. It doesn't matter. So first thing, I want to walk you through a few basic slide cancel mechanics. Oh, sorry. It's literally 6:30 a.m. It's usually what I do when I wake up. I'll come down, have some coffee, and just work on the aim. So when it comes to slide canceling, the reason why it's so important is that someone could see you across a map anywhere. But if you're moving a whole lot, it's going to be hard for them to hit you.
Free for all.
So let's look. Right here I'm just sprinting, right? I'm not hitting anything on my left stick. You see I'm just running in a straight line? Like that guy could just easily kill me. And you see how like right there the aim doesn't go up? The gun doesn't go up? Because you have to reset your tactical sprint every now and then. And that's what a slide cancel does. So you only have a tactical sprint for a certain period of time, which is this, right? I have, let's see. I have double time on. That perk makes you sprint twice as long. So let me just change it to that. And kill myself and show you how this is what normal Warzone is going to look like. Right? Yeah. You see how it just can't, it's, now you're just running with that. It's still doing this. But if I did this, it would reset. So that's the first thing you have to know about sprinting, is that this is not infinite. Alright, so let's start working on the canceling. You see how quick that is? Kind of choppy. And the reason why I'm doing that is like, okay, there's a corner right there. Think about your slide mechanic is always going to be the same amount of time you're holding it, the duration. So like tap, tap, tap up. And think about the X as the button. The canceling is not necessarily a jump mechanic. It's when you stand up. So the point at which you hit X is when you stand up. So like you see how that could be different times depending on the situation. Like right here, slide up, slide up. All right, so slide up, slide up, slide up, slide up. Just depending on how quickly you want it to be. So that's slide canceling, and honestly, you'll get the hang of that very quickly. But you're never holding down your right bumper for very long. It can be longer, and then you cancel and hop up. But the X or the left on the D-pad, or on the, the left bumper. That's just when you stand up. All right, next thing that's important, I think, is they call this the G slide. Is when you jump, then slide. See that? Jump, slide. Jump, slide. You see how this could be really useful for a few different reasons. One is like, okay, let's say there's a bot standing right here. If I just go like this and they're aiming at me, like I'm not gonna break any movement or anything like that. But if I come around the corner, jump, and slide, there's no way someone's manual aim can keep up with that. And the other thing, this. The other thing with this G slide is that when you're sliding, you get more aim assist. Obviously, I didn't do very good there. But see how so there's two different kinds of slide cancels there. Normal slide cancel, where it's slide up, and you can do that at different variations of when you want to stand up. Then you have the G slide, jump, slide, jump, slide. And you see that right there is super nice. Like I just pop up right behind the heading, around every corner like that. But you see how I'm also aiming before I even hit slide, like while I'm in the air. And that was a normal slide cancel right there. There's another G slide. So you've got a slide cancel, slide up. Then you've got the G slide, which is jump, then slide. And also you're going to want to be aiming throughout a lot of this stuff too. But you see how I can check corners because I'm slide cancel, slide cancel. Slide cancel, G slide. G slide. And there's no maybe there's sometimes when one is better than the other. You kind of just get used to it. And some people prefer one over the other. Slide cancel, slide cancel. Alright, I'm gonna jump slide on this. Sometimes it's harder to control your angles out of practice. Okay, so those are the two slide mechanics you should definitely be practicing. I would say every single time you touch the controller. And you cannot do those things without this kind of, formation of the tapping of the paddle, really. The other thing is that I was kind of talking about is this YY business, the R1. The reason why I think it's so important, and this is why it's been around for, since Modern Warfare OG, COD 4, is that first and foremost, the reload thing, right? You cancel. So I'm shooting a whole bunch. Oh shoot, I gotta reload. I can cancel it. Oh, there's a guy right there, right? Oh shoot, like that exact situation, right? Or if I'm plating, right? Then I can cancel as well. That's a very important mechanic in all of COD, multiplayer to Warzone. Now, another reason people do it is because it gives it helps you think. It's kind of like I don't know. Like right now, I'm just tapping Y, as in R1, right? And I usually do it while I'm sliding. Or right before I hit the right bumper. And it kind of gives my trigger finger something to do, right? I mean, some people get real showy about it. I don't do that. It's more just a little bit of a thinking mechanic. It kind of, I just feel like I don't know. It helps me to lock in. I also just know how to cancel things really fast because of that. And that's how you plate. And we'll work through that later on. So you got the slide cancel, slide, hop up. And when you hit X is when you hop up. So obviously this real short is gonna matter. The G slide, which is slide then, jump, slide, versus slide up. But you can go backwards. There's a G slide backwards. Just have to try all the directionality of all these things, right? And then your YY. I hit a YY slide, YY slide, YY slide. Switch guns. You want to be able to switch guns, you want to be able to plate, you want to be able to cancel without either thumb moving. As soon as the thumb moves, I'm going to be able to shit on you. I can slide in at any point. Alright, so those are 3 things right there. The other, let's just talk about the dive mechanic for a second. I rarely dive. So this is something you'll just have to practice not pushing on the left stick, which I think is good for your wrists and your thumb anyway. Like, right there's a good time to dive. Like, oh shoot, I'm taking damage. Maybe sometimes you can dive in like that. Usually it's better to like jump in, because when you dive, you have to realize only your head is visible for the opponent. So it's like a last resort kind of thing. You can also dive off of it. You can practice those things. You can even do something like that. So I just don't recommend going prone a whole lot in gunfights, because like right here, the bot can only see my head. Like that's the only body part you can get, because your head leads. So just try not to work on diving a whole lot. See the slide cancel right there probably saved my life, because I was able to do one of those little things. Slide out. And that right there is the exact same slide cancel mechanic. Because we have that one left stick controller thing that we changed, where you can just go, like it's a digital mapping, where it's 0 to 100. It's easier to go sideways, like that. So this is just a normal slide cancel. And like, practice aiming, all that stuff. Right, there's a little G slide. Going sideways is actually massive, and backwards as well. We'll just practice all those things. Okay, so I'm just like talking your ear off here. The last thing we should talk about is pinging. Good practice here. Every time you shoot, push in right stick. And kind of work on like playing off of that information. But you're gonna see how useful this is gonna be. Like, let's say, like, you see that? I'm literally lined up. I could shoot him through a wall if I had an AR out. Alright, bot just killed him with a grenade, or he killed himself. I know exactly where he went. And like, if I can't even really see there, but if I'm like pinging a little bit, I catch a live ping, all of a sudden I can find someone. Oh, I missed a ping on him. It's a little late. And like at first, you should just practice in Nuketown or here, and just hit it every single time you shoot your gun. It's like you're just continually pinging. Over and over and over again, just to kind of like get that down. That's such a useful technique to have, and will make you like a 5 times better player. Alright, so we got slide canceling. Slide up. When you hit your left pedal is when you get up. You've got G slide, which is jump then slide. And notice how when I'm aiming for all of these things. Alright, sideways slide cancels, backwards. Oh, had to get out of the way there. See, I can see him through there. He can't see me at all. Then you've got the YY business, which I like to do right before I slide. Like that. Or to cancel something, right? That's another mechanic where you can hit your reload, jump up, and then slide, do a little G slide. I'll show it to you. You can keep slide canceling after you hit square, stuff like that, right? Then the pinging is going to be very important for the remainder of your lifetime. I just know exactly where that guy is because, and you can't see him otherwise. Just every single fight do that. And there's movement. So just watch, like, here's me, I'll just play a little bit. And see if you can kind of see what I do. Always sliding around cover. That was a longer slide right there. Not all slide cancels are the same. Little G slide. Little backwards slide. Little reload. Little vibe sesh. I did a little backwards slide right there. Pushing to the second spot. Kind of like sliding around cover. Little G slide, because I heard that guy die there. Did a little jump shot for you there. We'll work on that in the near future. Saw that guy jump down. Worried about. I know where he's at. Vibing. Did a little preparatory ping out there just in case he was there. Alright, gonna slide there, slide here. Guy's super deep, let me fight. Let's come up here, do a little dive off. I slid and then I reloaded. Here's a guy here. G slide across. Another one. Hey, there's a guy upstairs, but whatever. I slid and went backwards. Alright. So that's basically the vibes.
We have the edge, but don't get cocky. This shit ain't over.
That's such a useful technique in Warzone, where I can ping him. He's still looking at the same angle. I re-peek another one. Obviously, it wouldn't be a bot where you can see me through the. Bots can literally just watch you through smoke and through. Little backward slide right there. You see, like, I'm not doing the YY business, like, just all the time. There you go.
CIA's a bunch of